Alright, so I'm making you guys a video on how to clean and keep clean your little green machine. Right, so as you can see, mine is very clean. And it's no secret, mine has had a hard life because it even gets hired out quite regularly actually, and it comes back scary to say the least. I have no idea what people clean, that's not my business, but it does come back looking pretty scary. However, if you clean it regularly, and I mean every time you use it, it will stay looking new, obviously, and clean. But I haven't cleaned it since the last time I used it, so there is a small amount, not much, of grime in the bottom. I was used to do the couch today. So let's do it. I'm going to go start to end and show you exactly how I clean my machine. It's going to get noisy. And here we go. So the first thing I do is unravel my cord and sit it on the floor, and I'm going to plug it in over here. Turn it on, and I'm actually going to put some, not hot, just warm water in the sink. That should do us. Just need some water there. And now I'll try and show you guys. Alright, so what I've got is a sink full of water. I'll lift the machine up here. I'd normally leave it on the floor, but I'm going to lift it up so you can see what I'm doing. So unhook your wand. Turning on the machine. Yes, it's loud. And I'm not even going to bother pulling this trigger, alright? This is a vacuum. So I'm just going to let it do its job. And you'll be able to see, spin it around. Probably not the best example because all I did was a couch, but some of the stuff that it comes back with in here is horrendous and looks much like the photos that were shared with hair and whatnot in there, and this will clear it out. Tub here. Once it gets to the fill line, pop it out. Now, I don't know if you can see the stuff floating in there, all the crap. For most of you, you'll probably get a hell of a lot more than that because you haven't been filtering and doing this often. But I do this every single time it's used or hired. Obviously this is cleaning out the entire system. So from entry, right up through the hose, around up through the filtering system, whatever, and up into the catchment. And again, there's some more floaties, so that's all coming out of the hose. It's just a build up of lint, I don't know, whatever you find on your couch, believe it or not, skin, a lot of it. Alright, one more time. Now, there's a little bit more in there, not much. I'm happy with that. So, at this point, which I'm not going to bother doing right now, for the sake of the video, but I would then put in my sink, water and a bit of Dettol, and I would run it through again so I know that the inside has been Dettol cleaned. I'm not going to do that because it's just for a video. Alright, so now I'm actually going to pop off this head, pressing the button. Pop the head off. There we go. Drop that in the sink. And there's still going to be water in there. I should have emptied that. I'll do that actually. I'll show you how. So pop this back on, turn it on. much water was still left in the bottom of the machine and the hose. That's all out. Had I not done that and lifted this on the floor, there would have been water everywhere. Alright. Now I can set that aside. For this second, I'm done with it. So what I'm going to do is empty the sink again and pause this and run and get a dishwasher tablet because I forgot. Okay, magic, I'm back. So, dishwasher tablet. Any kind will do. I don't know, don't ask me. Fairy. It doesn't matter. So, I'm going now for hot water. Actually, for the sake of the video, I'm going to go for tempered to hot, but do this hot water. Normally do this like uber hot, as hot as I can, just full hot water, but I'm not going to wait a half an hour to come back and show you the rest of this video, and I need to be able to get my hands in there. So I've dissolved the dishwasher tablet. Pull apart your head by popping that out, just let it soak. Grab the attachment, pull your plug out, there'll be muck in here, don't worry about it for now. And what you want to do is, the sink's not quite full enough yet. So you just want to hold it down in this flat side up. Hold it down and let it fill with water. I saw a few recommendations on there. Each to their own. You can try whatever you like. This is clearly working for me because my machine is spotless. I just don't recommend using anything abrasive. It is plastic, it will get damaged. It's up to you. If you don't mind it looking scratched and a bit crappy, that's fine. I like mine to look new, particularly since I hire it out. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. It's full enough. So you need it enough that you can submerge it fully. There will be a little air bubble in there, just at one end. That doesn't matter. And I'm going to skip forward and pretend that I've let this soak for 20 minutes or half an hour. Okay, so once that's happened, I've got a nail brush, just a soft one. Run over the head, all the parts, get any lint out of the brushes, in the head. That is all. It's already, even in that short period of time, that's spotless because the dishwasher tablet really breaks down the grime. So you don't need to do too much. Where's the top of it? I always ask people that are hiring it to don't worry about cleaning it. That's my job. And the main reason is because I like it to be cleaned properly, so I'm only going to do it again anyway. And also because I'm a bit concerned with what they may use to clean it because I don't want anything getting scratched or damaged. For example, this little baby. Okay, set them aside, they're clean. It's been a half an hour, okay? So, what you want to do is, I say a half an hour because it needs that long really to do its job, and because you want your water to cool down enough that you can touch it. That's why I haven't put mine too hot at this stage. So what you want to do is just like relatively fill it up as much as you can. Cup either end. Give it a good shake and empty out. Refill it. Cup it again. it out again. I can still see, which I normally wouldn't because I'd have waited a half an hour, the grime build up. This will break down if you let it sit. You will get a section here that you just cannot get to. It's unfortunate, shit happens, but if you keep it clean and do this often enough, like you can see mine looks spotless. Here is an alternative. I had it before I grabbed it out. Alright, so to just letting it soak, this is something you can do. So I've got a bottle brush that I've bent, and there is this one little bit there that you can't quite get to. This is slippery now because you have to remember there's dishwasher tablet in here. This section here. However, you can bend, you may find a bottle brush that's a bit longer, this works for me, and give it a twist around and I can get pretty much right way around that nasty area in the front and just swivel it around in there a bit. Once it's been sitting for 20 minutes or half an hour, you won't need to do much, you just need to agitate it and brush up against it a little bit and it'll come away on its own. As I said, this is fairly clean, so I don't really need to do much. And you could obviously either buy or make something that's even longer to brush in and around in the bottom of the bottle. I've not needed to because I find if you stay on top of it, just using the dishwasher tablet, it'll break it down on its own, give it a good swirl, and it's fairly clean. So yeah, is there anything I'm forgetting? For me, I mean anyway, but particularly because I hire it out, what I'll do is, once I'm finished doing this, I'm not going to waste this water and tip it out, but I would empty my sink, then I would fill it up again with fairly warm water and Dettol, and I would soak everything again for at least sort of 10-15 minutes, come back, rinse it off, air dry everything, like tap out the water and then air dry it, put it back together, and then it's ready to go be hired or be used here. The reason I just think, you know what, it doesn't hurt to sanitize anything, or Dettol or whatever. But yeah, definitely do. And it is worth trying to stay on top of this because they're a good little machine and you don't want to see it just because it's not being cared for properly, you know, die in the ass, because I would hate for that to happen. I love my machine. It so much as gets used as probably, at the very minimum in my own house, probably once a week, once a fortnight. So you've got it, so I just clean everything. So yeah, and it's not hard. It's not hard, it doesn't take too long, it's just a matter of actually doing it. And I do recommend doing it every time. If not, well, I definitely recommend filtering it, like running the water through it every time, pumping out all the crap out of your system, and soaking at least your tank.